Hi guys. What's up? It's really been a while. It's been a while, so I thought we can have a little conversation. All right. So I'll exercise a little patience to see those who are going to join us today. Let's see those who are joining us today. Man, trading has been good lately. No worries. The only challenge we've had is displacement. I've been traveling a lot, which makes it difficult for us to have our usual sessions. Okay, it's really been difficult for us to have our usual sessions. If you see, I'm not actually home, but I said no. Let's have this convo. All right, let's have this convo because it means a lot to me. I know it's been a while, so most of you weren't expecting me today, so I gotta wait. I have to wait. And this is gonna be saved for those who wanna watch later. Okay? So that's it. So I think we'll be having live sessions like this regularly because I'm so like I say, maybe the mid this month or start of next month, we'll go a little crazy. We'll have live trading back to back, maybe every day, because at that point I'll be a little settled and stable when we can do the usual, right? Live trade. We'll trade gold. Yes, I don't really love trading gold that much. I've been trading GBP, GBP USD, GBP AUD, and USD JPY. Those are the pairs I've been trading these days. And during our live sessions, I will also uh, give you my simple NASDAQ trading strategy, which means we'll be trading during the US Open. And during US opening, that's when NASDAQ moves the most, right? So that should be around 9:30, 9 o'clock US time. So we'll go live daily and trade together. All right. So for those who are always just flashing, I think you should subscribe to the channel so that when that time comes, you'll be able to actually benefit from the signals, and maybe you also learn a new strategy. All right. Yeah. So if you're joining me, if you're watching, don't forget to tell me exactly where you're streaming from, because it also helps me know my audience. All right. So feel free to tell me exactly where you're streaming from. And for this week, we've had 3 trades so far. Like, I dropped 3 trades so far. The thing is, I've really been busy lately. Okay, I am not stable. I don't even use my PC to trade these days. I only do technical analysis at times at night, because I get out by morning following up some stuffs, and when I come back, or at times before I take a trade, it's already uh, out of time, when I'm already maybe far from home. Okay, so I use just my phone to trade. So this week we've taken 3 trades so far. And if you're not part of the free Telegram community where I share the trade signals, I think it's good you join because it will help you. Okay, it will go a long way to help you. So tell me exactly where you're streaming from so that I should know who is with me. All right. So these are psychology lessons every trader needs to know. All right. Um, After following up some um, prop firm CEOs and some brokers, I've been attending seminars with brokers and I've been asking questions to brokers. I've been watching podcasts and interviews of prop firm CEOs. And what I discovered is going on with most traders who are not profitable is most of the traders who are not profitable are not patient. All right, they're not patient. They want instant gratification. That is, you will see a trader take 15 trades on a single day. Are you trying to say you had 15 setups on a single pair on one day? Which is so it's crazy to think that you have 15 setups on a single pair on the same day. Guys, what do you think? No, 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 it doesn't make sense. For me, I don't see it reasonable. So, what these prop firms and brokers discovered is many people cut their wins or their winners short and let their losses run. Yes, which means when you are losing, let's say you have $100 in your account and maybe you plan to risk just $5 out of that $100, and along the line maybe you went up 1:1, so you were in profits $5, and price starts retracing or reversing and goes back against you and maybe takes out the level where you thought when you lose $5 you will close, all right? Price takes out that level. Most traders keep holding, all right? That's instead of them closing and accepting their $5 loss, they rather prefer to maybe let that trade keep running, hoping that price will go back in their favor, right? That price will go back in their favor. They'll end up maybe losing half of their accounts on a single trade, or they'll even blow the account on a single trade. So, as a subscriber to this channel, I don't think that should be the case with you, all right? Before getting into a trade, there are two things you need to know. The first thing is your risk tolerance, how much you are ready to lose on that trade, all right? How much you're ready to lose on that trade. That's what we call risk tolerance. Let's say you had plans to you have plans to lose just $5, right? Bro, no matter what, once you are at $5, you should not even close manually. Always place a stop loss, all right? And every trade, you should make sure you are targeting 2 times your risk. That means if you're risking $5, you should be targeting to make a minimum you should be targeting to make a minimum of $10 because that's at least 2 times your risk. Okay? So that is it. Hi, gaming boy. Nice to have you. Where are you streaming from? Where are you streaming from? Hi, gaming boy, where are you streaming from? So, like I said, when trading, your risk to reward should not be tampered with, all right? Make sure you, wow. All right, I'm currently in Nigeria as well, so I think that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Are you already trading? Do you have a trading account? Are you a trader or you are still maybe planning to get started? And for all those who are still planning to get started, the links to my Telegram channel, the link to my Telegram channel is below. And if you want to maybe use the same broker I use, which is very user friendly, you can as well use the links in my description to create. I have a powerful masterclass coming up, all right, for beginners, intermediates, and even traders who are facing just a little challenge. They feel like they already understand the market, but they lack a little to cross over to profitability. All right. So the masterclass will help you get to profitability as soon as possible. All right. So I'm very glad to have you all here with me today. Honestly, it's amazing. It's amazing. So if you have some questions related to trading, I'm here to answer, guys. I'll also solve that problem for you. Okay. I'll solve that problem for you. And the other challenge most traders have, apart from letting their losses run and cutting their winners short, is the fact that the people overtrade. All right? Yes, I made mention of the fact that some people take 15 trades per day. Some people take 15 trades per day. On the same pair, let's say someone who is trading gold, you have 15 trades on a single day. You are trading GBP USD, you have 15 trades on a single day. Well, for me, that doesn't make sense, okay? It doesn't make sense because we have 3 major sessions per day. And during those 3 major sessions, you can have your 3 setups, 3 good setups. So let's say you are a trader, you are someone who loves to trade so much, all right? You can have multiple pairs to have different setups, but over trading is not really advisable. Okay, that's the reason why most people break their rules and blow their accounts. All right. So, like I said, I've been attending seminars with brokers to understand what actually makes so many traders unprofitable. They are traders with very solid strategies, very, very good setups. They know exactly where to enter, where to get out, but they still remain unprofitable. Okay, personally, I went through that. I faced it. That's why I decided to start studying. I decided to start visiting uh, brokers to find out what is the reason why some traders face that challenge. Okay, and one of the major reasons is over trading. All right, people want to catch every setup that pops up on the charts. People want to catch every setup that pops up on the charts, which is crazy. Which is crazy. You don't need to catch every setup, and you don't need to make sure you trade every day. No, that's silly. All right. Trading more rather exposes you the more. Okay. We'll spend the whole day waiting for a perfect shot. Yes, just one shot, and it's over. Because if you miss that shot, you're right, which means if you miss an entry, you have not done anything. Or if you catch the wrong entry, sorry, you have actually exposed yourself to the financial market, which means done for the day. You close your charts and you go home. All right. Where if you catch it, capitalize on it and make sure you catch the move completely. You make all the profits that you have to make from that setup. That's why they say let your winners run. You have a setup that can give you 1:10, and you have 1:1.5, you are out because of fear. No, fear comes because you lack confidence on your strategy. That's why you need to backtest. You need to make sure you understand exactly what you're looking for on the charts. And when you see that, why are you closing the trades so early? You don't need to do that. You need to be patient with yourself, patient with the market. At times, if you feel like you're that kind of person who cannot be patient, when you take a trade, if you are trading with your phone, all right, when you take a trade, you can keep the phone at home and you go out and let it play out. Because there are two things on every trade: SL and TP. Okay? Which means if you take a setup, sorry about the noise, guys. Like I said, I'm not home, but I had to do this, and we'll keep doing this back to back. Whether I'm home or I'm not home, we have to talk, we have to learn, we have to build, we have to establish a system for us all that will lead you all to profitability and keep us consistently profitable. Okay, so let's forget about the noise. Tell me exactly where you're streaming from. Tell me how long you've been trading, and tell me if you want me to mentor you in your trading journey. All right, you can go to my channel. You will see a whole lot of important content that can help your journey, which means I must not be your mentor. You must not pay me for mentorship. You can still follow the free information I've shared here to make yourself profitable. The thing is, most people don't take free knowledge serious. All right, most people don't take free content serious. So let me know. And if you are not yet part of my free community, I think it's time for you to join. The links are below this stream, I think. Yes. I don't actually know how to maybe pin a comment here, which I promised I was going to learn. But I'll learn in future, guys. I'll learn in future and start pinning comments here so that you can have access to a community where you have all my signals. Like for this week, I've dropped 3 signals so far, and we've lost 2 already, and we've made profits on 1, and we are still in profit even though we've lost 2 setups. All right, that's why I spoke about understanding exactly what you want from the market, knowing how to handle risk to reward. All right, what risk to reward is all about. Okay, so for those who are joining me for the first time and you've never watched me live, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, because I'll be doing this back to back. We'll be having educational or educative sessions like this, and I'm always here to answer your questions if you have any. Okay, I'm here to answer your questions if you have any. So tell me exactly where you're streaming from, and tell me exactly what your trading problem is. Okay, tell me exactly what the trading problem is. You know, you don't need to be shy. This is a traders community. It's a place where you can feel free, you can talk freely, you can ask any question, you can say anything you want, you can do anything you want. All right, nobody actually gives a fuck. Nobody cares about what you think or how you feel.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
We focus more on acquiring knowledge. So that knowledge is all you need. So you need profitability. All right? So don't be shy. Don't be shy. All right. So there's this one thing I also discovered about many traders. Yes, I did not discover it on my own. It's out of studies that I got to know this, because, like I told you earlier, I've been attending seminars with brokers, and I've been following interviews with prop firms, because those are the people who actually give us trading data. All right. So I follow them so that, or I've been attending their stuffs so that I should understand the reason why most traders have very good strategies, because I've met traders whose strategies are 90% win rate. They have 90% win rates. And me, I'm still dabbling around 65% win rate. All right. I'm not actually dabbling because I make so much money out of that win rate. It's very okay. Even with a 40% win rate, you can still be consistently profitable and still make so much money from the Forex industry. All right. So I'm around 60 to 65% win rate. I've met people who are higher than me in their win rates, but are not yet profitable in the market. You get? So I had to take a break to find out exactly why that is happening. All right? That's why I started attending these seminars. And I came to this understanding that most people are not patient. All right? Most people are not patient with the market. Some of them, they know exactly where they should enter, but they enter before time. All right, they know exactly where price is going to, but they close out before time. So impatience is one of those viruses that destroy so many traders. All right, so if you are here and you're facing an issue with patience, I think you should work on it. You should work on it. Work on your discipline. Work on your discipline. All right. So feel free, say hi in the comment section if you are with me. Say hi in the comment section. If you are with me, let me know I'm not talking to myself. It's very, very important to hear you talk. Say hi if I'm not talking alone. And feel free to share your trading problem with fellow traders, because we are gonna break that yoke of unprofitability. And if you're not a part of my free community, the links are below. So join and take all my trades, okay? I share most of the trades I take, not all. There's some trades I make my personal profits, because it's a free community. I must not do everything. And if this is your first time live streaming with me or watching me live, don't forget to subscribe, because we'll be having these sessions back to back, okay? We'll be having them back to back. And if I'm to be honest with you, if you stick with me, you'll learn a whole lot for free. Learn a whole lot for free. I have students across Africa, some in Europe, one in South America, potential students in the US, and also in Asia. So wherever you're streaming from, there is no boundary, okay? There's no boundary. There is no boundary, so you can learn a lot. So like I said, I've actually dropped 3 points here. All right? Reasons why most people are still not profitable, or they are not consistently profitable in the industry. First is people let their losses run. Most people let their losses run and cut their winners short. The second thing is over trading. Okay? Over trading. The third thing is, you tell me. Yes, you tell me. I said the first thing is most people let their losses run, which I said the solution to that is risk to reward, risk management. The second thing is over trading. Okay, so you need to draft out your risk tolerance and know your maximum number of trades per day. So that comes with discipline and trade management or um, trade plans. So you need to have your trading plan so that you can, excuse me, know the maximum number of trades you are taking per day. All right. Hope you all can hear me very well. Hope you can hear me. Yeah, you have to know the maximum number of trades you take per day. Then the last thing I spoke about is patience. All right, most traders are not patient enough to watch their setups manifest. Okay, those are some of the three major reasons why most traders are still very, very unprofitable. Okay, so I can help you break that. I can help you break that. So the first one, the solution to know your risk to reward. For every $1 you're risking, target a minimum of $2. All right. And if it goes against you, accept the $1 loss. Don't let it go to $2 because you've broken your rule and everything has changed. All right. The second, which is overtrading, I said the solution is if you have a laptop, right? Don't put MetaTrader on your phone. Put it on your laptop, and once you are done, once you take a position, you close the charts, you only come back maybe in the evening. All right. Patience is a virtue, but you can be for you to be patient, you need to learn how. I mean, this one is a little complicated, but you have to learn it. You need to be patient. Give rules to yourself, and also you can assign punishments to yourself if you break your rules, so that you will try your best not to break your rules. Okay? Because breaking your rules will keep you out of profitability. All right? The goal is to be profitable. So if you don't stick to the rules, you don't exercise patience, you'll never get there. All right. So those are the 3 points we've spoken about as of now. There are still so many. All right. But you to have the possibility, you have the opportunity to ask your questions. Okay. To ask your questions. Feel free to ask questions, guys. That makes it easier for us to converse, to communicate, because I understand what you want and how to solve your problem. Hmm? Yeah, so that's what I think. That's how I think we should do this thing. Okay, there is another problem: strategy hopping. You jump from strategy to strategy, hop from this one to that one, this one to that one. That will never make you profitable. All right, all these topics, we'll break them down. Okay, we'll break all these topics down, we'll break all these challenges down. We'll have separate live sessions just for this. All right, for all these topics. So prepare your questions, go through your journey, reflect over how you've been facing challenges, the challenges you've been facing. And on our subsequent live streams, always feel free to ask me, fellow, what's up? Know that we are about to start trading live again as usual. And trading live, there are certain things you need to know. All right? Because so many people might take my signal. I make profits from the signals. They might take those same signals and don't make profit simply because you don't understand these things we are talking about right now. So you need to understand all of these things so that when we start making live, or when we start going live, when we start having live trading, you'll be able to make profits with us. Okay? You'll be able to make profits with us. So if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, feel free, subscribe right now so that you receive notifications when that time comes. All right. Like I said, this other challenge, which is strategy hopping, is something every trader goes through. when they start their journey. All right. But when you get to a certain point, you need to come to this understanding that jumping from strategy to strategy will not make you profitable. Imagine this week or this year you study geography. Next year, instead of continuing with geography, you come and say you want to study maths. And the upcoming year or the forthcoming year, you instead of concentrating on your maths, you decide to study geology, or you decide to study philosophy, or you decide to study whatever. So it will not take you anywhere. You will just be stressing yourself for nothing. So you need not to be jumping from strategy to strategy. You need to master one strategy. Choose a strategy that resonates with you. All right. If you're that kind of person who is a swing trader, choose a swing trading strategy. If you're a day trader, choose a day trading strategy. If you're a scalper, choose a scalping strategy that resonates with your personality, that you will be able to back test that strategy for as long as you can. Practice that strategy for as long as you can and maintain that same strategy for as long as you can. Okay? Because that is what makes profitable traders profitable. They don't just get profitable overnight. Okay? They don't get profitable overnight. They actually practice one thing. It is said that I don't fear someone who has practiced 1,000 different punches. All right? I fear someone who has practiced one kind of punch 1,000 times. All right? Which means if you repeatedly do the same thing, you become a master at it. Okay? You become a master at it. So you need to be a master at your strategy. So if you are trading breakouts, focus only on breakouts. All right? Focus only on breakouts. Rather, instead of you jumping from strategy to strategy, refine your strategy to have more accurate entries to target a higher reward ratio, risk to reward ratio, where maybe you have a 1 is to 6, 1 is to 10, 1 is to 15. That's what you should be targeting instead of jumping from this strategy to that strategy, this system to that system. All right. So refine your strategy, master the strategy so that you can catch better moves, better setups. All right. That's what I think about hopping from strategy to strategy. All right. I know it's a big challenge. It's complicated at times when you see maybe someone's status or someone's story on Instagram. He's mistrading ICT and he's catching sniper entries and posting it. Yes, you only see those profits. Have you ever, how many times have you seen the losses they make? They won't tell you about that one, right? They hardly tell you about their losses. So always think of it as well. Know that they also have losses that they don't share. So don't only uh, celebrate their wins, don't only admire their wins. Also think of the losses they accumulate. All right? They also incur losses. So instead of you jumping to their own strategy to start afresh, I faced it. It's a story I'll tell another day. All right? I became profitable. I made so much money. And later on, I started dropping gradually and went back to zero because of strategy hopping. That's why I will always say this is one of the killers in trading. Don't jump from strategy to strategy. Don't. Focus more on the one you have and be a master. You celebrate yourself for doing it. Honestly. You celebrate yourself for doing it. At times it's boring, but if you master your strategy, you'll be king. It's boring at the start, very, very boring. But when you master it, you thank yourself for respecting yourself, for focusing, and for choosing trading as a profession. All right, guys, I think we've been talking for more than 30 minutes, and let's call it a day. All right. I've been dropping powerful videos for you guys to watch. So always watch the videos and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And let's keep building, guys. See you tomorrow with another banger.